Hey, what's going on, everybody? I bought this three-stage fume extractor off of Amazon for about $27, and today we're gonna review it, see how well it works, and some comments at the end. You can see here it's pretty small. It's a desktop model made by Muin. That's M-U-I-N. Come in 3 different colors. I got the blue one because that's actually was the cheapest one. And it says it has a 3-stage filter, fresh air, low noise. We will test that. Optimized fan. We'll see how much CFM this is actually putting out. And then all the other stuff is just filler. So it's not too much to it. So we'll take it out, take a look at it. So if you don't have one, I suggest that you pick up something. And we're going to talk about, why you need one of these things a little bit. I spent a lot of years as a fabricator, and I know the effects of welding fumes and all the smoke that goes along with it, what it can do to your body. Soldering, even if you're using lead-free solder, it can have some bad effects on you as well. Maybe not to the extreme as fabricating, but still, it's still pretty bad. And since I do this in a room in my house, I'm starting to get complaints that my room smells like solder. So, especially when I'm doing heavy soldering. So I figure I ought to get this to, 1, protect my lungs a little bit more, and 2, reduce some of the smell that's coming out of this room. So, not that it smells bad. That came out wrong. But y'all know what I mean, right? So, so we'll open it up. We'll see what's inside. We'll test it. Generally, it feels pretty solid. So we'll see. All right, let me get set up and we will come back to it. All right, here we are with it. So we'll go ahead and take it out of the box. Let's see what we get. Nothing else. So we get a manual. Don't expect too much of this. Hopefully we don't need it. Looks like we have a 1 filter, maybe 2 in there. Hopefully this is a pre-filter and that's not the actual filter. I'd be really disappointed if that's it. I don't know if this yellow tab is for. We'll take it out. We'll set that to the side. I'll put that back in the box. We'll put that back in the box too. Alright. So, okay, that must be the activated charcoal inside. So like I said, this is a 3-stage filter. So it should be your pre-filter, your medium filter, then your higher filtration filter. That's normally the way 3-stage systems work. We'll see. We'll open it up and take a look. So. And that's what that's for. Alright. So just a light duty regular filter. I mean a pre-screen, pre-filter. I do like this. Alright. So this is what they're talking about, 3 stages. That's your first stage. This is going to be your second stage. Stepping down into the micron filtration. Well, I don't know if this is actually reaching micron level right now. But, so this would be your second stage, and this will be your third stage. Now, they have activated charcoal inside, and what that does is it grabs onto those gas molecules, binds to it, and traps them. So, unlike a HEPA filter, right, gas molecules are down to like 0.1 micron. they'll go straight through a HEPA filter. HEPA filters, the best ones, will go down to 0.3 microns. They still do a pretty good job, but you're going to be passing out that harmful gas on the back end of that HEPA filter if it doesn't have like a activated charcoal layer in there somewhere. So far it's pretty impressive, right? $30. It looks pretty well made. It's not cheesy. Everything fit pretty well together. My biggest concern is how well is this going to flow. So, and then here's the unit itself. And then on the cord, we've got the standard off-on button. That's not bad. So we'll put it back together just like that. You know, when you buy one of these things, first thing I think about is how am I going to get another filter for it? They gave me an extra pre-filter for it. I don't know how long this little one will last. And really, when do you know that it's not working anymore? So you just change it out every couple of months? I mean, and then where do you get it from? My first thought is, how can I adapt a better filter to it? There's some really good filters out there that you can get for different things, and you can adapt them. So, all right, we'll plug this in, and we will see what we get. You know, first thing, it reminds me of a old old IBM PC. You know, if y'all remember the 8088s and Pentium, you know, DX2 and all that, their fans on them were pretty loud. This is the first thing it reminds me of. It's about the same loudness. I don't think it's going to bother anybody being in your house when it's on. It's not that loud to begin with, so it has a pretty good airflow in the back. I don't feel a lot of draw. I feel a little bit of draw up front. Look, I got everything mixed up here. All right. So a couple things we want to watch for, right? We want to watch the smoke completely getting draw into the filter. And then, out of curiosity, I want to see if any smoke is coming out of the back of it. Now remember, if it pulls out, sometimes you can't, I mean, that's not a good way to tell, but we'll see if it comes out. And what we'll do is we'll set up a ruler here, and we will see how far we can get away from it before the smoke just kind of goes everywhere. So right now I'm at the 1 inch, right? Well, y'all can't see that. But right now I'm at the 1 inch, and that's going pretty good. I don't see anything coming out the back end of it. So we'll go to 2 inches. Not bad. Getting a little bit more of a spread through the filter. It's not as tight. 3 inches. Now we're starting to lose some. Some of it is wafting just barely over the top. So if I go to the side a little bit, right, I was right in the middle, center. Now I'm going to go off to the side a little bit at 3 inches. And that actually works a little bit better. We're still losing a little bit on the side. So there's going to be zones in here, right? Because on this fan you got that big centerpiece, and you're not going to get any airflow through there. So all the airflow is going to go around the edge of this fan. Alright, so we'll go to 4 inches center. And you can see it, we're starting to lose some of it. So what if I solder it lower? That's actually even worse. If I go offside, even worse. I would say we're probably capturing 60 to 70% of it. So 4 inches, right? We'll just go to 6 inches, see if we go capture anything. Yeah, maybe 20% of it. So sweet spot's going to be 3 inches or less on this guy. So that's just the solder wire. So I know from experience that this flux smokes really heavily, and there is a major difference when I was just using this paste and this. I really got no complaints in the house when I was just using this and solder wire. But when I switched it over to this, I think the first day my son was like, what does that smell? So we'll just put a little a flux in there. I'm going to put the iron on it, and it should smoke real nicely. And I'm going to put it right at the 3-inch mark. Yeah. We're going to 2 inches. So, let me get this stuff out of the way. So how much CFM, are we actually getting out of this, right? So I'm going to change the camera and we'll come back to this. Okay, so we're going to check out the CFM, see exactly what we're getting out of it. There we go. So you can see we're drawing about 5. I mean, this is right up on it, right? So we're averaging 6.2. This is meters per second. Let me convert that, right? Now you might be thinking, hey, why is that fan not spinning? How is this reading if the fan is not spinning? If you look straight in here, right, there's a wire that is actually heated up and it's calibrated so they know how much energy it takes it to heat up to whatever temperature is calibrated to. And when the air flows across it, it cools it down. And then it has to increase the voltage to heat it up to keep that constant temperature. And they know what wind speed, they can convert that into what wind speed. They normally use this, on this application, it's used for low volume of CFM, but you can get these where very high volume of CFM using the same principle. So let's check out the noise. So I have this app on my phone, minus the advertisement, and it says that we're sitting at about 80 decibels right up on it, 60. I think it's actually picking up me talking, so I'm not going to say a word. I'm actually talking louder than this thing is working. So I'm not going to say a word, so enjoy the noise. So we're averaging around 75 decibels. If where I'm sitting at now, I'm probably a good 1.5 feet away from it. It is sitting at about 65. So for 30 bucks, not a bad buy. It could be used in many different situations. I think I might have a hard time trying to adapt it to everything that I'm working on. But I'm gonna try, and maybe we'll make some modifications to it. Here comes the please watch my videos and subscribe speech. Right? If you like this kind of stuff, you know, please subscribe and like them, make comments. I'll do my best to answer whatever comes across, and I really don't get that many comments to begin with, but the feedback is important to me to make better videos. This is way out of my comfort zone. So okay, all right, on to the next one. Thanks.